Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. I hope everyone is doing well, and I hope everyone has girded their loins, so to speak. Hello, Shrimp of Peril. Have you girded your loins? Are you ready for the impending doom? That was me today as well. To be honest, let's talk about work for a quick second. Today was one of the longest days, pretty much ever. It wasn't necessarily a bad day. It was just a super long day. And okay, if you remember I don't know, it might have been a week ago or so, sometime in the past, I talked about like the four types of work days, right? Where it's the combination of it either feels like a long day, feels like a short day, and you get a lot of stuff done or you don't get anything done. Today was one of those felt like a long day and also didn't get shit done. Yeah, Thursdays do typically end up like that, but today was one of those super long days. I was working on something pretty much all day, trying to get it to work. A stubborn, silly pipeline here. Yes, sad trombone is right. And at the end of the day, stuff was still broken. And to make matters worse, right, like I wasn't even working on it alone. I was working on it with another dude. And yeah, big mood is right. But it's done now. Tomorrow is going to be Top Golf, so huzzahs are in order, I suppose. I guess it beats working, so whatever. Yeah, at least it's Friday. Yeah, training, it was a good 3 days, procrastinating on something. Yeah, that's one of the nice things about training, right, is that sometimes, well, I guess we'll also hop in here in the meantime. But like training is one of those nice things where it's like you can like learn stuff, you can focus on something else other than your work. Yay! But not really do shit, right? So yeah, it's nice. They don't come all the time, so it's good to take advantage of it while you can. So a quick recap. Everything was going swimmingly up until a certain point, and now it's not going swimmingly. Woot woot, Top Golf. Yeah. I think for me the worst part is just like how far away I have to go, right? Because I checked on the map and the place is like 40 minutes away, and that was in the middle of the day without traffic, right? So I mean, granted, we're gonna be going down there early in the day, so going there won't be any traffic. But I was kind of worried about coming back, right? At what the traffic might be like. So that was a bit of a concern. Because I'm not gonna stay the whole time. Like they have it planned out. We're meeting down there at 11:30 in the morning, and the day is planned out till like 7:30 p.m. And I'm like, bro, I am not coming and hanging out with everyone for like 8 hours. No. I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, I have the squad here that I have to take care of. They're not going to feed themselves, you know? Okay, so what the heck problems were we having here? I know the drought's coming up, and we're basically gonna get killed, right? Oh, damn is right. Yeah, that's 8 hours, right? And to make matters worse, right, it's like 8 hours starting from 11:30, right? So you still have those few hours, like half a day's work, which I'm not going to get any work done, let's be real. Like, by the time I get the household situated and I get ready and I get out of the house to get down there, right? Like, that's the entire morning. Like, I'm not getting any work done tomorrow. But I'm going to be spending that time getting ready to go hang out with the team. How many people? So there's 15 people on the team. I don't think everyone's going. A couple people for sure are not going. As far as I'm aware, 2, 3, 4, like at least 6 or 7 peeps are confirmed to be going down there. So even if only half of the team shows up, it's still a big crowd. Ray doesn't clock in until 10. Yeah, I tell you what, you know, That's a fact, right? You need to get your bearings, figure out where you left stuff the day before. It's a process. It doesn't happen immediately. Okay, we're like definitely the big screwed here. I'm a little worried. My crazy plan is to build a bunch of wells temporarily. If we can pull this off, okay, do a bunch of wells for peeps, we might be able to. Although we have to be careful because we want them to be efficient. If we can build a bunch of wells, we might be able to produce enough slow trickle water to keep our insanely massive population going here. We're gonna try. That is a lot of time with, like, it's a big group to go into like a place and do an activity, but it's not that big of a group in the grand scheme of things, right? So yeah, it is kind of intense. Okay, we need everyone that can build needs to build. Someone died, which is a little sad, but we need all hands on deck here, basically, to get the water. Well, to build the stuff and then get the water. So I think we're temporarily not going to have teachers either. We're going to focus on building. We're not going to do any charcoal right now either. Just build. Build these wells, people. Build the wells. But yeah, anyway, so that's how tomorrow's going to go down. I'm not sure whose idea it was to do Top Golf. I know the guy that I work with, my mentor, I guess, if you will. He also apparently is crap at golf. So I guess it wasn't his idea. But I guess there's worse activities, right? At least it's not go-karting. Like, that's a terrible idea for a team event. I know another team actually, one of the software development teams had a golf. Sorry, not golf. I'm thinking about the golf thing. Had a go-karting event as a sort of team activity. And I don't know. I feel like stuff that can be like strenuous is not good to choose as an activity, because it's like, well, what if someone has like back problems or like issues? You know, like, that's dangerous and unsafe, and it could also make someone feel you know, unincluded, unwelcome, or something. I'm not sure exactly how to put it. I don't know. You have to be careful when you're choosing work events, especially when there's like a really wide range of ages. You know, that's it. It's tough. Okay, have we built any of these extra wells yet? I don't know if that we have. This water here kind of seems like a lie. It is going down really fast. Yes, that's definitely a lie. We also are still in the low water reserve. Yes, that's definitely basically meaningless here. Go on, you water carriers. Carry that shit. Fetch it. The old group's team activity was Panera and escape rooms. See, that's fine. Like, food activity, totally okay. Everybody needs to eat. The only thing you have to worry about is if everybody likes where you choose to eat. And retirement parties. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, that happens in an older demographic. And then I think escape rooms are also a really good one, especially nowadays with the whole virtual escape room thing. Everybody, it basically just becomes a mental puzzle and a collaboration effort, right? So I've done a couple escape rooms with my old team, and they've always, you know, turned out to be a pretty big hit. It's kind of hard not to like find it fun, I suppose, you know, because you're solving a puzzle, you're doing it from the safety of your home or wherever you're working. Yeah, I don't know, I think it works. I think it's good. This place is almost built. I like the escape rooms. Yeah, you went to 4 over summer. Yeah, they're a very popular, I mean, with, you know, again, I'm not complaining, but they are a really popular sort of team activity thing. Makes sense. It's so easy. Yeah. What I think is interesting is the variety in escape room types as well, right? So I've done some where I did one where like a dude was physically in the puzzle area, right? Like a camera strapped on his head, and you were like feeding him instructions for him to basically act as your proxy in the puzzle room. And I thought that was interesting. What was difficult was occasionally, obviously, they are familiar with the puzzle, so I could tell the person would struggle a couple times with not doing too much, right? You tell them to do something and it's like on the right track, but it's not quite, you know, like the full story, right? You have like A and B part of like solving the thing, and they have to like hold themselves back from just doing C out of habit because they know the puzzle. So that one was kind of interesting. And then other sort of like pseudo-virtual ones where depending on the puzzle, they were like all virtual, right? So depending on what part of the puzzle you were in, they'd basically give you like access to a set of you know, whatever documents or materials that you needed electronically to solve it. Let's see, what other kind have I done? There was one that was kind of like a mix between that, right? Where it wasn't a dude in the puzzle where you're directing him and telling him what to look at and what to do. But it was in a physical place. And it was solely sort of like directing where the camera was looking, like at puzzles and stuff. And then you were also sort of interacting with other like virtual paraphernalia that helped you solve it. I don't know. It's pretty cool, like how creative people were getting for trying to get that stuff to still function and be interesting. So I don't know. I thought it was cool. That's the end of my rant on virtual escape rooms. So back to this impending doom. I do think... Are any of these built? Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Shiznit. We're having some be built. Okay, let's see. They're all built. Okay, down with the builders. Up with these. Are you laughing at down with the builders or up with these? Either is a valid option. I'll put one on the ear. Oh, that person, what, died? No, I still have one builder. I don't need that one builder. Let's put them... I'd be worried. Okay, let me actually see if we're producing more water here first. Pedal. Pedal, you water creator. Why aren't you pedaling? My rant is over. Indeed, the time came and went. Means the rant was, in fact, completed. Well prepared. There's a little achievement progress thing there. That's nifty. Anyway, so let me say something about this current sort of issue here. And what that is that I think if the... You have a minute delay? Oh, okay, cool. Well, not cool. Unfortunate that you have a delay, but I will try and keep that in mind. But if everything kind of goes belly up, right, with this next round of drought, and if we can't salvage it, and it's basically donezo, I do think we're gonna re-roll this same map. I think we're just gonna retry, restart, because, and here's the thing, we were doing phenomenally well, population rising, you know, flourishing, building stuff out, until the droughts hit. And I think I could have, what I should have done in the heyday before the first drought, when I had like a huge population and stuff, was probably build up my food and water infrastructure. I was a little lax. We were living in the land of plenty. Wasn't really worrying about it. And then the first drought kind of hit like a thing of bricks. We made it through okay because we had some reserves, just barely, but it wiped us out. The population kept growing, and then this drought that's coming up now kind of set us up for failure. So I think if this well gambit, let's call it, does not prove fruitful, then I think what I'm going to do is try doing it again, but making sure that I'm a little better and more careful with building up the food and water stuff. We're actually going to irrigate here, I think. We're going to do medium. Because if I am producing enough water to irrigate, I might be able to also farm. Oh, we have no farm, we have no water source turned on. Okay, this well is your water source, my friend. As is the water cistern. So hopefully this doesn't basically tank our water supply. It looks like it's being produced steadily more than we're consuming it, so I hope that continues, because if it does, we should be able to make it through. So fingers crossed. We'll see what happens though. I still have a builder. I think what I should do is probably... Oh, I don't have the scrap. Oh, we have 0 scrap. Heck, I say. The flurry of well building destroyed. Needs jetty, rainwater collector, or well. Yes, you have many of all around you, sir. You have 3 wells and a rainwater collector. Why are you complaining? Yeah. Do they just not have any water for it? Could just be they don't have the water, I suppose. Did we start researching? Oh, that's right. It was super expensive. Forgot about that. Oh, population went up 1. Cool. What we need to do here, get more scrap. We're also not building anything, so let's, I guess, bump that down and collect more of ye old wood, because holy moly, are we out of supplies? Yeah. Wowzers. What's up with this place? Charcoal kiln is empty. This recycler's empty. This tailor shop is empty. But that's fine. I mean, we got some stuff and things. I guess I could put someone here, actually. We are going to need protective gear. In fact, we need 24 pieces of protective gear, so that's the bad. We'll take away the refiners for now. Put 2 in the tailor. And we'll put some in the scrap. Fill that up. We'll fill that 4 and 4. Okay, gather the woods, my friends. Gather them. The gathering continue. Whoops, just punched my microphone. And it never did anything to deserve it. Okay, we got an extra person here. Let's see, where can we teach those children? Let's get a teacher back in. We should probably always have a teacher. Yup. Yeah, you build those 4 next carves. So what's the problem here? The problem is that everywhere is maxed out and we can't have any more of the babies right now. Which is okay because we don't know how many people are going to die off in the drought. This water is kind of struggling to get up here. Is this guy working? Are you doing the thing? Keeps it moist. This would be wet. We'll stick with moist, right? You know, let's not be greedy. It is going to be a drought. I also don't know if we'll be making enough water to survive. Okay. I'm really curious to see if this, like, well gambit is going to be a sufficient means Because he's storing some water here, you know, it's not like he's not producing anything. This one apparently is being used quite frequently, right? But it's not like they don't have any water in storage. This one is slowly building up a little bit here. So this one here is almost full, right? So we're gonna have to see. Okay, let's see, these guys here, you'd think they'd be working harder. Are you guys even doing anything? Are you chopping down any of these trees? I mean, in a season, we'll have 10 extra hands working, so... Actually more, right? Because the fish... Speaking of fish... Oh, I should have maxed that out, too, to build up a food stockpile. You know, whatever. We'll just deal. We'll see. We have some homeless peeps. Which feels a little bad. But at the same time... I mean, we have 2 old folks, right? So they're probably going to kick the bucket, then they'll just take their place. It'll work out. It'll be fine. Moment of truth is almost upon us. One quick season here. Will this stuff grow in time? It looks like we'll probably squeeze out one more harvest of the sugar beets. These will not be ready at all. And same thing with these, also won't be ready. So, who's this homeless person? Let me click on you. Why don't you just live wherever you're working for the time being? Fanny. Her education was apparently incomplete. She counts as educated, but she only got 63% of an education. She does have some radiation, which is weird, because this is the only pocket of radiation around us, so not sure what's up with that. She was hanging out in some hot areas. I think one thing it depends on supplies, actually, because we got an extra person here. What I was going to say is we could maybe build some decorative things here. But then the other thing I was sort of thinking about was I don't have any wood, right? So we build a cage. That's apparently a decoration. It's a weird decoration, if you ask me. I'll just put pumpkins. Nope. Can't put pumpkins. Kind of want to put a scarecrow, but again, we don't have the 10 wood. Gargoyle is like the only option we have here. Oh yeah, the expedition station. We don't really have the people to spare for that quite yet. I'll have to see what this drought brings us here. We got a little bit of rain. It's cool, you can see this part's being kept moist. Most of this farm is being caught as well. This rain, I guess, is moving that way. And this part's pretty dry, right? You can see all of this is dry. But this pocket here is in fact moist, so if that persists through the drought, we might be able to continue farming. So we'll see. Oh heavens, what is this? Oh, is this like a weather front? Because rain is coming in? That's super cool. Awesome. Anyway, that's enough of looking at that. We still have a bunch of peeps that need protective gear and an extra homeless person. So it looks like our very old haven't quite moved on yet. We still have 0 wood also, which is really strange because I have 4 people here. Like, are they actually doing anything. This guy's actually doing any work. I haven't produced a single piece of wood. What's your problem here? Wow, your health is pretty mediocre. That's concerning. What's wrong with the research station? They need wood. Oh yes, of course. Is that where all the wood's been going? Oh. This well is full. Holy moly. Look at that. Okay, you guys are going to get serviced by here. So go grab from that place. This one is almost full. This one not quite. This one is full, however. And this one's not. Okay, so you know what? Maybe that means we'll have enough water. Maybe I should also build a extra water storage area. I can't afford it. Oh, it's too expensive. Maybe when I can afford it, assuming the water doesn't get used up. Ah, ooh, we're out of scrap, are we? Okay, so we said over here was nothing. But we basically have a shit ton right here in our backyard. So go crazy, people. Go do all of the collecting. Okay, these sugar beets are pretty much ready to get harvested here. So that's great. Why don't we get some more fish while we can? Or whatever good you can do for us there. What about this orchard? Still not quite. Hopefully it remains moist throughout the drought. And same thing with the squash. We need to build another shelter, not settlement. That is basically top priority here. Gotta put this thing like right there. So go collect that wood, folks. Because your lives depend on it. Literally, right? You need somewhere to live. I wonder if I need a secondary hunting lodge. Not hunting, sorry. Forester's lodge. Increase the tree gathering. Maybe set one to only cut down and set one to like reforest and cut down. See how that works? Yeah, maybe. What are you guys get? Are you taking water? Or what are you taking? Fish! You're taking the fish. There's a huge long line of you guys taking fish. Well. And you. Also fish. Fish life, you know? What can we say? Alright, so we're harvesting this. We're gonna have to hope for the best here. Hopefully nobody gets sick because we haven't been gathering any herbs. Experiencing what's probably going to be the last rain of the season here. That's right, basically the last rain of the season. Don't you know? Don't you moo at me. There'll be more rain. It looks like we will actually get to the point where we can harvest this. So that's good. That is lucky. This one's not quite gonna make it, but that's okay. Yeah, I think they are doing the harvesting here, so that's actually really good. Good. Got an extra person here. Should we go help with the farming? Yeah, it doesn't really feel worthwhile to help with the farming, if I'm honest. Say you could burn charcoal, but we don't have any wood. Should I? Maybe I should build another. What does this take? 24. It says I have 24 wood. That seems weird. We need to figure out whatever the secret code to gathering more wood is, because it's not working so far. How long is the cooler on the sound effects? For me, I just have to wait for it to, like, finish playing and I can just keep beeping it. Or do you mean for the redemption? I think it's... They're out of stock for you still. Really? I mean, they shouldn't be that long. Hold on. Let me see if it tells me here. When I click on it. Let me redeem one for myself. And then let me see if I can try again. It says 2 minutes. If you click on it, it says reward is on cooldown. It'll be back in and has a countdown. 1 minute, 46, and moving down.